Good afternoon. I am back on the Appalachian Trail, starting where I left off last June, Penmar Road. $70-degree day, gorgeous. Tomorrow's supposed to rain. I was gonna start tomorrow bright and early, but instead I got dropped off here at 1 o'clock. I think my target is a shelter 10 miles up the road. First couple days I think are kind of easy in Pennsylvania. A couple days until I get to the rock area. Oh, Mr. Deer. More deer. Lots of deer. I'm here for hopefully 5 weeks. I'm gonna make it to the middle of Massachusetts where I have my car parked. I have a very good dear friend who lives in this beautiful cottage in Lenox, Massachusetts. And the trail just so happens to go, I don't know, 20 minutes around his, or 20 minutes away from his house. So the idea is to hike to his house, or at least to the trailhead where he could pick me up. But he's been a gracious host. Shout out to you, Mike Rogers. He drove me down here this morning at 6, and I was hiking at 1. So I couldn't have done this so easily without his awesome help. I think I'm gonna try and do 10 miles today. We'll see how it goes. It's probably about 3, so I've been hiking about 2 hours. And I got less than 5 miles to my stop. Tumbling Run Shelters, which I heard are amazing. In Pennsylvania, they sometimes do double shelters. And so supposedly there's one for snorers and non-snorers. I may actually stay in the shelter because it sounds so nice. But I heard they got toilet paper, hand sanitizers, I think flowers. There's a couple that are caretakers. From what I read on the comment section on my app, the caretakers take really good care of the place. So it might be worth staying there my first night. I was initially going to, huge bumblebee. I was initially going to tent a couple miles past that, but it's got all the amenities. And I don't have to carry 4 liters of water on my first day. Well, good morning. It's May 14th, Tuesday, about 7:30. First view of the trip from Chimney Rocks. Little side trail off the AT. Well, I got the big climb out of the way for the day. which is nice. Been a pretty uneventful hike so far. Probably the most eventful thing was yesterday when I was making mac and cheese. I grabbed the water bottle that had my Gatorade in it. So I had wild berry flavored mac and cheese. Not the best. See if I can find the trail again. Spent the night at a shelter with about 5 or 6 through hikers. 2 of them actually started in Georgia, which is make an incredible time. Although they started in February. And then the other ones were doing various forms of flip-flop hiking, where they start at like Harper's Ferry and go north. And then once they get to Katahdin, they somehow get shuttled back to Harper's Ferry and go south. I think this is the trail. Yep. Okay. Making good time. Having a blast. I missed the last water source. Supposedly you went over a footbridge, but I never saw it. Did just go through some big swampy area. So I'll probably water up at the next shelter, which is I think 2 miles ahead. The trail's been very friendly so far. Haven't seen anyone yet. Oh, except the squirrel. I saw Mr. Squirrel. Ooh, a sign. And the sign says Appalachian Trail. Hard left. Oh wait, raccoon, yeah, here we go, hard left. We don't want the raccoon run trail. Well, that's a pretty cool rock. Having a great hike. Rain for about 15-20 minutes. But not enough to really get wet. Keep either missing the water sources or blowing them off. So I have no water really right now. And a 3.5 mile hike to Caledonia State Park, where I believe there's a side trail to get there. I'll water up there. Probably have more food. And then I just got a 2 or 3 mile hike to my shelter. So making great time. So far Pennsylvania's been pretty chill, and I know that's going to change. So might as well make time when I can. There's something over there. Look at these little pillows of moss. And got some cool flowers there. Don't step on the moss. Look at these. Oh, Jack in the Pulpit, maybe? Wow. Pretty cool. Pretty neat area. Ooh, hey, Mr. Gopher, chipmunk, whatever you were. So far, chipmunks and squirrels are about the only thing I've seen. I saw a tiny lizard yesterday. Definitely noticing more road noise. And I knew as I went north, the trail would run in more populated areas. So, not to be unexpected. Alright, I am at Caledonia State Park. Just had a little mini snack at the table there. You could stop here and tent up if you want, but it's too early for me. So they have tent sites, they have a pool. A little chilly for swimming today. It's in the 60s. It's been cold all day, which is nice because I'm not sweating in. And they have a real bathroom down this road. And I'm going to dump my garbage. And then I got 2.2 miles to my next shelter. It's noon right now. I will probably stop for the day. Threatening rain all day. It drizzled on and off, but nothing substantial. But there's not a real close shelter down the road, and I don't want to tent up tonight in the rain. Tomorrow's supposed to rain as well. But every time I look at it, the percentages of it coming go down, so that's a positive. Well, good morning. It's a little after 7 on a kind of a rainy morning. It rained like crazy last night, and it was supposed to continue today, but I think the forecast has changed, so good news. Got about 13.5 miles planned. We'll see how it goes. So far I'm still relatively dry. Spent a great night at Quarry Gap Shelter with a couple from Maryland. It was a good night. The birds are chirping, always a good sign. They usually don't chirp if it's raining. Just did a pretty big climb out of the shelter. I think I have one more climb coming up. Hope that's not rain. I think it's just the wind blowing water off the leaves. I don't know if it's me or not, but this looks like ultra green. Good thing about the rain. Had kind of a rough first hour. It was all uphill. Not feeling great, which I remember kind of happens a lot on my third day in here. And today is my third day. I feel better than I did half an hour ago, that's for sure. Been hiking an hour, didn't make great time. Then again, it was uphill. Oh, there's some flowers a-blooming. Some kind of azalea or mini rhododendron. The flower buds and the rhododendrons, or laurels, certainly look smaller than they do south of me. And I was actually surprised to see them this far north. They like the mountains, that's for sure. There we go. I'm in the middle of this beautiful pine forest. It's been a really tough morning for me. And in my lovely poncho and the stylish dark olive green. Yeah, the rain intensified, so I decided to poncho up. But my legs are like wet noodles. A couple times it's third day always gets me. It's kind of different. About a half mile back I passed a private cabin which you could rent from the Potomac Appalachian Trail Center, which is the organization that maintains this section of trail. And then after that, I had a really hard climb. Whew. But it was short. And there was a bench outside the cabin. And there was a handful of oranges, apple, and Diet Coke. So I snagged up a mandarin orange. Two of them. Just ate one. Oh my God, did it taste good. I'm at Birch Run Shelter. It's raining pretty good. Been ponchoed up for about an hour. Nothing's really wet inside my pack. My feet are definitely wet. I'm here for second breakfast. So a brief snapshot of what the trail's been like today. Wasn't supposed to rain. There's only a 20% chance. And it's basically been raining all day. Boy, I feel so much better after stopping at that shelter. Took a half hour off, had some coffee, second breakfast. Actually kind of making good time lately when I don't have to navigate this river, or this trail. I'm sorry, what is it, a river or a trail? Oh, that's a bit drier up ahead. Probably about 4 miles out from where I'm stopping. Cannot wait. Get off my feet. Put some warm clothes on. Dry, warm clothes. And my cushy camp socks. It's a little after 1 maybe, 1:30. Rain's calmed down a bit. It's still misting, but... And I passed the halfway point of the AT about a mile back. It's pretty cool. Alright, I'm at Tom's Run Shelter. Rough day of hiking. I think 7 hours, but made 13.6 miles. Cool little eating area here. Privy up the hill. This beautiful bush, a bloomin'. Gorgeous. Looks like the trail goes northbound there. The guidebook said get your water 0.5 south of the shelter. And then I come here and there's a spring. As you can hear on the camera, there's a stream running right down there. So I carried 10 pounds of water for nothing. There's all these weird structures down there, so let's go check them out. Get to fall asleep to the sound of running water again. Love that. All day it's been raining, stopping raining. Oh, chairs. Sweet. Awesome fire pit. Too bad we can't have a fire. That's for holding firewood. Keep it up dry. I think some of these are hammock poles. so you could set up a hammock. But there's a bunch of tent sites here, level and graveled. Don't know what this is. Probably yeah, that's a hammock. Pole probably too. A bear hanging pole. Picnic table. Some chairs. Another fire pit. And a chipmunk running away. Get back here. Gotta check out my feet. Might have some blisters moving in. Here I am for the night. Figure out where I'm going to be tomorrow. Well, good morning. Some sun. No rain. Spent a wonderful night at Tom's Run Shelter. It's a little before 7. Should be a nice sunny day. 75. Passing a store, so excited about that. I think they make food. They got a grill. On my trail app, people leave comments, and they've been leaving comments about a homeless dude named Mr. Freeze. I spent the night with him in that last shelter with 2 other guys. He was actually pretty nice and pretty chill. Supposedly he's been asking people for stuff and begging food off them. But he actually offered me a bunch of food, so. But it was funky food. Canned chicken, barbecue sauce, hummus, and some really gross looking cream cheese. So, weird guy, seemingly homeless. Oh, I don't want to step in water. But yeah, at one point he actually admitted, he goes, in the summer I live out on the trail, so. One thing, he knew about everything. The trail, so he had some great advice. I'm not going to put this camera away because as you can see, the trail is a bit of a stream, so we'll shut it down. Biggest obstacle so far has been mud on the trail. About 11 miles or 10 miles up, there's a store. Stop there. Going through the Pine Grove Furnace State Park, where they have the half-gallon challenge. They challenge hikers to eat a half-gallon of ice cream. I would never even try that. But the store won't be open when I roll by. It's only 3 miles up the trail, I think. Fernwood, USA. Got about a mile road walk to Pine Grove Furnace State Park. Some beautiful cabins, homes. Already wiped out about 3.5 miles in an hour and a half. Pine Grove Furnace was a famous iron smelting place during the Civil War. So that's where the name comes from. Where's the trail go now? Supposedly I stayed on this road for a mile, but here's Pine Grove Furnace General Store. There's the trail. Okay. Hey, silkworm. Extreme close-up. Sorry, but I'm walking through. Oh, look at that. Must be hanging from a tree. Just stopped for a 20-minute break. Take care of one of my feet. My left foot, the ball of the foot is really hurting. I don't got any blisters there. I'm sure it's from the wet shoes, wet socks. And when I bought these shoes last year, my feet had swollen up a whole size, so I'm probably slipping around in them. So I packed it with a large Band-Aid with Neosporin. Does feel better. And I think my destination is the Green Mountain Green Mountain General Store. I'm looking to score some food. Real food. But it's been a nice sunny day, not too hot. There's blue sky up there. Bunch of thru hikers ahead of me, and the ones I've met so far have been really, really nice and young, but still nice. Usually they're kind of wrapped in their own world. So that's been a very pleasant surprise. All of them started early in February, so they were well ahead of the bubble. Haven't hit the Roxylvania part of Pennsylvania, but so far the trail's been very gentle, and the shelters have been amazing. You could definitely tell they spend more money on the shelters here than anywhere yet I've been. Virginia shelters were really nice. North Carolina and Tennessee, not so much. 15-mile day, 8.5 hours, but I took off an hour, so about 7.5 hours. This is a campsite, mile 1116, something like that. Some more tent sites across the way. A couple people set up. This is my new tent, Hyperlight. Pound lighter than my other tent. First time I've set it up other than in my backyard. There's a stream right down there. I soaked my feet for a while. It was nice. My feet are giving me some problems because my shoes are a little bit too big. So hopefully that'll clear up. Painful today, hiking. Got the tent up. I gotta load it up with some stuff. Chill out for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow I may be going to a hotel in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. But it's been a great trip so far. Meeting some really cool people. And that's it for now. Rocky Ridge, 1,100 feet. Allegedly, I have a crazy rock scramble coming up. First climb out of the way. The climbs in Pennsylvania have been tough so far. Well, not tough, but they're short. So they really only last 15-20 minutes. Is this a trail? Or did I miss it? I think I missed it. Took a wrong turn. There we go. Whoa. Hello, Roxylvania. Climbing down from that, whatever it was. A sightless, or viewless mountain, they called it on the guidebook. Got two smaller climbs and then a big climb down to the Cumberland Valley into a field, doing some field walking later, but it's flat. So yeah, I got the little taste of Roxylvania back there. They call that the rock maze. It wasn't that bad. At one point I had to just throw my poles ahead of me and hand scramble up a couple rock faces. It was kind of hard. Glad I did it with fresh legs because it's early in the morning and without rain. Pounded down about 2.5 liters of water already, and it's 8:30. Going to Carlisle, Pennsylvania. The trail goes right through town. I'm staying at, I think, a Quality Inn. That is a 0.2 road walk, I think. So that shouldn't be too bad. I won't be around any of the downtown part, and I'd like to maybe get some beer or something. So maybe they have Uber, or I could find a shuttle. I think there's a Dairy Queen there. That wouldn't be too shabby. And tomorrow it had the possibility of rain. High possibility. So my plan is about a 15-mile day to, I think it's Cove Mountain Shelter tomorrow, and then 5 miles into Duncannon. where I have a resupply box waiting for me at the Red Roof Inn. Well, we may have field walking going coming up here. Yay. Love it. Unless it's 90 degrees out and sunny. Or rainy. That could suck too. But we have neither of those things today. Another squirrel. Get out of here. Get on out of here. I'm coming for you, squirrel. Walk through Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania. A lot of people stop there. Hiker friendly town. I'm just gonna blast right through. Should probably at some point soon shrink down my hiking poles and stash them in my backpack. I don't think I'm gonna need them. What do we got here? Welcome to Appalachian Trail lands. These lands are being farmed to maintain the historic pastoral setting along the trail. Insect and weed management is utilized on agricultural fields. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Hello, Pennsylvania farmland. Sweet. Like it. Pretty cool. A wheat field. Sheaves of wheat. Just came down from there. Headed that way. Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania. Cool little town. Everyone fishing. Not everyone, but a number of people. Guy with a boat. Big mansion on the hill. Finely landscaped. Hope this is the trail. Goose. Ducks with ducklings. Swans with swanlings, whatever they're called. Looks like it's nap time. Just walking through. Yeah, I know. A lot of this today. fallow farm field. I've been seeing a lot of them. I could tell there was corn at one time. I wonder if the government pays them to keep it fallow, or if they're just practicing good farming techniques, or a little bit of both. But yeah, I've noticed a number of fields where they didn't plant anything this year. About a half hour back, came upon two dudes shooting guns. I don't know if I walked past a target range or a rifle range, but man, I was hearing bullets literally 25 feet away. It was freaky. One guy had a 22, but some other guy with a big rifle, he was hitting this metal thing, bing, right by me. I don't know what the hell was going on. And then I tried to hike away from that area quick, and it was all uphill. Maybe 2.5 hours or miles left. I am beat. My feet are killing me. Definitely have a blister on each foot, which sucks. Never had that, especially at the start of a hike. Had it going through the Smokies way back, but that's when it rained for 6 days straight. Now we're coming upon something here. Big noisy road. I-76, Interstate 76, the Pennsylvania Turnpike. New to me. I don't think I've ever gone under it or over it. I hear it, but I don't see it. Wow. There we go. An overpass. Pretty cool. I always get off on crossing interstates. All right, good bridge. All right, yeah. Somebody beeped. Good morning. Saturday, I think it's May 18th. It's supposed to rain a lot today, but so far it's dry, and I smell a skunk. Go away, skunk. Spent the nice night in the Quality Inn, Carlisle, Pennsylvania. My feet feel great. For now. Not sure where I'm going today. Either a shelter at 13.6, or I may go all the way into Duncannon. Could be another 3 miles. See how I feel, see how the day goes. I think I got some rock scrambly areas to traverse, so that may slow me down. But yeah, had a pizza, soaked in a bath last night. It was great. Got our Uber, take me into town, had some Wendy's too, had some beer. Nice day in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I'm at the Darlington Shelter, about 6.5 miles from my hotel room. Did it in 3 hours, which was pretty good. It's been raining all day. Raining now. I'm a wet, muddy mess. Stayed here for lunch, had some ramen, talked to some peeps. I'm gonna be on the road again in about 10 minutes. Probably put my poncho back on, even though it's kind of misting. I know it's gonna be wet. This is the Darlington Shelter. Nice privy, spring far, far away. Haven't recorded much today because kind of hard in the rain. A little taste of Rocksylvania here. I made a little bit better time than I expected today, and I'm feeling kind of frisky. So the plan was to stop a mile ahead at the next shelter. But instead, I'm gonna continue 3 miles down off this mountain, 3.5 miles down to Duncannon, where the guy at the Red Roof Inn will pick me up at the Doyle Hotel. It's probably about 2.5 hours more. I'm just feeling a little bit better than I thought I would. And this will put me a day ahead of schedule. Actually, I may already be a day ahead of schedule. This may put me 2 days ahead of schedule. And it's all downhill, really. So no real climbs. But it could be a rocky mess, which is time consuming, but nonetheless. So last 2 nights, or tonight and last night, I'll be hotel blazing. Nice way to hike. Stopped raining about 12:30. Been an uneventful hike. Saw a toad and a box turtle. Feet have been soaked all day, but they're holding up. Left foot feels kind of funky, but the right foot, which hurt more yesterday, feels fine. Crazy. I'm just amazed at how sore I am every night. Legs mostly, legs and feet. And wake up in the morning, put my shoes on, and it's like, I feel great. Whew. Look, there may be a little view here, huh? Final descent into Duncannon. Ooh. See a river. Ah, there's Duncannon.